So, good morning, Michelle. Good morning, classmates. We're going to talk about media information in the individual.
So my name is Literate, also called partner Gabriel Tenorio.
So, the two keywords seen in our lessons are media and information. So, let us recall what are these words. So, media is the means of mass communication that are used as outlets of communication to store and deliver information. While for information, they are the facts provided being learned from something or someone. So, what is media and information literacy? So, this concept recognizes the primary role of media information in our own lives. So, this is one of the main concepts of MIL, since the concept of media information literacy would help people engage in the digital society where this individual can understand, inquire, create, communicate, and think critically. And these people will not only able to recognize information and when it is needed and have the ability to locate, evaluate, and use the information needed for the creation of media.
So may video muna kami.
In relation to real-life situations for better understanding, for example, an information illiterate person would immediately consult the online resources for immediate results, disregarding the reliability of the references. Every information that they get would be based on what is exactly written online. On the plus side, they have a lot of time to spare, but the consequences would later be revealed. They can talk to whoever they want during their spare time, and maybe catch some shut-eye while they're at it. These are things that you must never do. Unlike those two, an information literate person would first consult the surely reliable sources. Looking for any related information may take a while, but it would surely be worth it in the end. An information literate person would also discuss all their findings with one another. They would write down the information they have legally understood. The only disadvantage would be that they have no time to spare, no rest, no nothing. Now that we've seen the differences between a literate person and an illiterate one, we move on to the consequences that come with it. An illiterate person would have the risk of presenting information that is false or entirely different from what they are searching for. They would not know what they have read, scanned, or researched. They have no idea what it is about at all, thus resulting to a very unhappy professor, a very unsatisfying grade, and a very unhappy friendship. On the other hand, a literate person would have the benefit of having confidence in whatever they say or share. This results to a satisfied professor, a very satisfying grade, and a strong, unbreakable friendship. Information literacy's importance can never be outweighed, as well as the benefits that come with it. Remember, Information literacy is the bridge from misery to hope. So be information literate.
So, when you see the video, it explains the difference of literate and illiterate person. So, for this, so why is media and information literacy important? So, it is important because it promotes an individual to have problem-solving approaches and thinking skills. This includes asking questions, seeking answers, finding information, forming opinions, and evaluating sources. So, ano nagagawa sa tao? So, it can lead to being an effective and responsible individual, especially create information in media. So, basically, nakita niyo sa video na yung mga literate person ay nagkaroon ng magandang grade dahil sa pagkakaroon ng mga approaches na ito, thinking skills. At yung mga illiterate naman, nahirapan sila makuha ng magandang grade kasi wala silang ganito. Kaya kailangan nito kasi natutulungan yung tao na magkaroon ng initiative na gawin yung tamang paraan sa pagkuha ng information na kailangan nila. So, isa pang video ulit. So, ngayon nga sa video, mali pa yun, paulit. So, nagkamali kami doon. So, what is media information literate individual? So, it means that this one individual can already interpret and make judgments to the information that they can use to produce messages in the media for their own right. So, ang meaning nito ay yung mga ganitong tao, kaya nila mag-interpret ng iba't ibang kinds of information na nakuha nila sa media. Ang kagandahan nito kasi is, hindi sila nahihirapan na ma-analyze ito at maintindihan kasi alam nila kung ano dapat gawin. So, the pang definition is, being a media information literate individual is not for you to only understand the information, it's for you to spread it so that others can understand it also. So, yung mga ganitong tao kasi, like, ano sila, medyo selfish na sila. Like, for example, may nakita kang news sa media na makakatulong sa inyo. So, parang yung initiative ng isang individual na ito ay hindi lang para sa kanya, kundi para i-share rin sa iba at maging aware sila.
So for the advantages of the concept, of course, the literate individual have more connections to different people around the world since the individual could easily adapt and understand what information they would give. And also, since an individual can spread the information that he or she will receive. And more people will engage in media. For its disadvantages, when an individual has a tendency to do something bad and he knows how to spread information about something or someone, it would lead to bad intentions. For example, it could lead to cyber crimes and cyberbullying. It could be also used for fraud and identity theft. And it could also badly affect time management, and it would see the other people's privacy.
Para ba lang, na yung kasi yung pagiging individual na ito, like, you're more on focus on media. So, parang na, instead na yung type na nagagamit mo wisely, parang nagagamit mo siya sa mga hindi kailangan, kaya na-affect nito yung time management. So, and next topic is characteristics of a media information in the individual.
So for its first characteristic, an illiterate individual can easily adjust independently with text. So an individual could comprehend different complex print and digital text. They could easily also communicate and build on others' ideas. So they would understand any kind of language that they would learn. And they would use any strategies and employ them when necessary to comprehend text and apply its knowledge and skills to other media.
So its second characteristic, so these people build strong content to knowledge. So they acquire knowledge of the subject matter through reading, writing, speaking, research, and study. They also read and understand discipline-specific text and become experts in the content. So basically, yung mga taong ganito, hindi lang basta-basta sila nag-interpret or nag-analyze. Lagi ang ina-understand nila yung kung ano yung mga information na nakuha nila sa media. So, gamit ito different mediums, kahit anong medium na-understand nila. Kasi, gawa nung pagiging ng skills na sinabi ko niya kung saan, bakit ito important. Yung skills na yun, nakakatulong ito sa pagkakaroon ng strong content knowledge.
For the third characteristic, it can respond to any demands of audience, task, purpose, and discipline. So we could relate this to the first characteristic, since the individual could adjust their communication to the audience, task, purpose, and discipline. And it would depend on how the audience and its purpose will deliver to the individual.
So, for the fourth characteristic, they can comprehend as well as critic. So, sabi ko kanina, kaya nila mag-analyze. So, pagiging literate in media information individual, parang mayroon silang skill na nakuha na kaya nilang mag-critic ng mga works ng ibang gawa. So, they can understand what writers or speakers, creators are saying through their text in visual and mixed media. They can also analyze and examine text critically, such as an author's assumptions and biases. So they also give value to evidence. So para sa kanila, mahalaga ang ebidensya kasi tutulungan ito para sa kanilang sources. So they use evidence to support their interpretation sa mga text and verbal writing. Tapos, they can communicate their own reasoning effectively and know how to evaluate the reasoning and arguments of others. So basically, they deal more on evidences that can support their own interpretations and understanding about the different information they get from media.
So the next concept is the literate individual would use technology and digital media strategically and capably. So the individual could use the technology effectively and can determine which media are best suited for their communication goals. And because of this, it will compile different information found through various media and technologies that are best suited for their own goals. For example, like when you use Facebook, you would usually post like on what you're doing on that event. And for Instagram, you would usually just post images that you would like to present, since it's your own information that you want to share. And the last concept, and it will understand other perspectives and cultures. It will understand different perspectives and ways of life that we are different from their own through reading, writing, and listening. although it will be very hard for a literate individual to learn such reading and writing since we are all different from each other. Since if you're learning from a foreign context, you need to learn something from him or her so you would easily understand on what they're reading and writing. And then if you would able to understand these texts, you would be able to work and communicate effectively with those peers that has different and diverse background. And after that, you will always have the willingness to have new experiences that expand their cultural understanding and their places.
Ito yung ginamit namin references sa PowerPoint.
So actually may activity kami, pero ang konti natin. Hindi ka. Like, there, actually it's voluntarily. So, di ba, bubuo kayo ng isang pair and then, yung name ng game is called Shouting in Silence. So, there will be like two persons to be in front and then, you know, the format of Pinoy ninyo. Like, while wearing headphones, the other one would explain the word given, and then the other person would just guess on what he or she is explaining.
Sino yung unang pair?
Tapos yung premyo is Turks. Kung gusto niyo.
Turkey.
Give me some Turks.
Sino yung unang pair?
Dalawa, one pair. Tapos yung format, pataasin ng points kayo.
Sino yung unang pair?
Community.
Tapos yung time limit is 2. Turks na lang.
Turks na lang.
May first pair. Joke lang.
Basta naka-headset kayo. And then, ano yung Pinoy format? Kailangan niya ma-explain yung sagot. Pero, kailangan ma-explain tapos wala niya. Kenneth!
Sino unang pair? Sino unang pair?
Tara, Marvin.
Sino unang pair?
Sige, stop na.
Tara. Tara.
Ako Turks.
Ilan yung mananalo?
Ako.
Ilan yung mananalo?
Basta most points win.
Hindi, isa lang pwede yung mag-Turks.
Some pair.
Nasasaling ba?
Dalawang Turks.
Dalawang Turks.
Game kami ni Marwin ah.
Wala nasasaling iba ha. Oo.
Cameraman nasasali.
Ito ba?
16.